So other than that Buuhan quick clip, apparently Bandai Namco just posted a new combos and features guide for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, showing off new gameplay and kind of like explaining how the combo system is set up, combos and features. So movement, offensive, and defenses. I have to go through this real quick. I cannot spend so much time here. So let's go through what they say. And of course, once I read it, I'll show off the associated gameplay video. So it says short dash. Press those buttons to go forward or sideways, allowing you to be less static and harder to predict when facing an opponent. By pressing those buttons, you can move quickly in the direction in which the stick is pushed at the time. If you are close to your opponent, it will perform step, whilst if you are far away, it becomes short dash, which is useful for dodging various attacks such as blast attack. Dragon dash. Press those buttons to rush at high speeds towards the direction the stick is oriented. While this will consume ki upon activation and during movement, it is a useful way to travel over large maps. This move can be followed by multiple rush, combos, or smash attacks. Z burst dash. When you press those buttons, you'll be able to perform Z burst dash. This is a high-speed movement that will allow you to get behind your opponent during Dragon Dash. It consumes more ki than a Dragon Dash, but it also makes it harder for the opponent to guard. Quick Ascend. Press those buttons to rush rapidly upwards while emitting your ki aura. During this movement, your ki gauge will be consumed. Quick Descend. Press those buttons to rush rapidly downwards while emitting your ki aura. Likewise, this will consume your ki gauge. Now let's actually show off the gameplay video.
Guess I should have expected you could handle this, huh? Guess I should have expected you could handle this, huh? Guess I should have expected you could.
Okay, now let's go into the offensive options. Rush chain actions. Rush chain combos can be activated by pressing those buttons. The longer the combo is, the bigger the damage dealt to your opponents will be, as you will strike them with a chain of combos. Smash attacks. Smash attacks are a type of build-up attack that will blow your opponent away when they hit. Their power changes depending on how long you charge up the attack. When performing a smash attack, make sure to hit the right timing. A power smash is stronger than a normal smash attack and will knock your opponent farther back. Hold down those buttons to smash attack and release once fully charged for a power smash. This move will knock your opponent back and cause massive damage. You can also charge it up not only to keep your opponent at a distance, but you can also connect power smashes to follow-up attacks such as dragon homing and vanishing attacks. So be sure to incorporate it into your battle strategy. Lift a strike. Press those buttons to send your opponent flying. Grand slash, directing your attacks downwards, used from the ground. This move will cause your opponent to go down. Speed move combos, vanishing assault. Press those buttons near your opponent, which will allow you to appear and attack them from behind. It can be done at a close and medium distances. After performing at close range and knocking back the opponent, you will have the chance to carry out the follow-up attacks. Step in rush. When pressing those buttons to perform a rush attack moving in from a step. Okay. Burst meteor. Press those buttons after Z burst dash to follow up with an attack that will slam your opponent down. Follow-ups. Dragon dash attack. An attack you can unleash during Dragon Dash. Press those buttons or hold down the button for an attack that knocks the opponent back. Can be followed up with a pursuit attack. Dragon homing. This allows you to chase after a blown away enemy. Press those buttons to follow up with a quick dash. This move can lead to a dragon smash as a follow-up technique, which can deal additional damage. Vanishing attack. Press those buttons to perform a follow-up attack after a vanishing assault, even without pursuing your opponent via dragon homing. The direction in which you will send your opponent can be oriented with directional controls. Lightning attack. Press those buttons when a follow-up is possible to execute an attack that will send your opponent towards the ground. Use this technique after a vanishing assault. When you want to move a fight to the ground, press that to grab your opponent and perform a throw attack. A lot of characters in the game have a unique grab attack. That means like special grabs, I believe, like towards specific opponents, like Buu if you're Super Saiyan 3 Goku, etc. Ground throw, allowing you to grab a downed opponent and throw them. Use this attack to keep up the pressure on a downed opponent while also causing further damage. Now let's view the actual gameplay video.
Not too shabby.
Over here, not done yet.
Nice moves.
Over here.
What's wrong? Too shabby. Nice moves. Well done.
All right, let's try to wrap this up. Defensive options. Guard can be oriented with up or down. Certain attacks are directed from above or below, so high and low guards can be useful for specific responses. Watch out for certain offensive and defensive moves, as directed guards can actually put you at a disadvantage. The guard can be broken by a guard break. Recovery. Press down before hitting a wall or the ground. Dragon Dash recovery. Press up before hitting the ground or a wall. Enables to return directly back to your opponent with a Dragon Dash. Counters. Super Perception. Hold circle/B, consumes key or skill count depending on the counter attack, and counters your opponent before getting hit. If you use the Super Perception at the last moment against an opponent's rush attack, a Sonic Sway will be triggered. This allows you to quickly dodge their rush and counter while also reducing their key. You can also counter some blasts such as Kamehameha, but it will cost 2 skill count. Z counters. Press R1 before your opponent's Vanishing Assault. The longer an exchange continues, the greater damage a return counter will do. An exchange of Z counters will continue you or your opponent fails to correctly time your counter. Oh my god, that was a nightmare to say. Revenge counter. Press R3 to perform a counter attack that can be used when being attacked. Using this attack consumes a skill count, but it is an effective response to any type of attack by your opponent. Pay attention to the direction you're being hit from before trying to use a revenge counter. Oh my god. All right. Super counters. A counter that is effective against all attacks. Press up and square to deliver a huge blow to your opponent, to counter your opponent. It can be used even while getting hit as well as against attacks from behind, but extremely precise timing is required. Evasion section. Oh my god. Hopefully this ends right here. High speed evasion. Press R1 right before some attacks, evading the attack and creating a chance of countering and sweeping your opponent in the process. Step in sway. Press X and then R1, which will allow you to perform an attack evasion. Well, let's look at the associated gameplay video.
Take this seriously.
Expected you. Too shabby.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.